When your family connects, we go further together. Vodacom.
So as you know, the pandemic has brought about a lot of change, one being the need to work from home and the reliability of technology to allow us to do so. With this rapid shift towards a work-home life, we are seeing more and more companies implementing this change, and this is for the long term.
This morning, we are chatting to life coach Kirsty Malmud about how to maintain a healthy and yet productive work-life balance from home. A very good morning to you, Kirsty.
Hi, thanks for having me.
14 months, guys.
Yep.
14 months from a lot of people having to adjust to working from home. I think from coming from a space of working in the office, how does this then affect one's mental health?
You know, I think it really depends on the type of person that you are, because we're all going to respond differently. So someone who's more extroverted would probably feel quite isolated, and it would take quite a negative toll on their mental health. They need to be around other people to have energy, like get energized. Whereas someone who's a little bit more introverted probably quite enjoys having a break from other people and enjoys that peace and quiet. But with either scenario, you really want to make sure that you are taking time to connect with people, have conversations throughout the day. Otherwise, you will begin to isolate, and we are social creatures, so we do need to talk to other people.
Sure.
All right, so let's take a look at the home. I mean, that's where we live. We do our own thing. We watch our own stuff. It seems so fluid at home. But now you add work to the equation. That fluidity seems to be compromised a bit. And this is where routine becomes important. Many people have said, you know, you have to schedule things and routine as if it was a work day. What is the importance of this concept?
Routines are very important because they give us some structure and they give us a sense of certainty as to what's actually going to be happening throughout your day. But I think, as with everything, balance is important. So you don't want to become too rigid in your routine, because when the unpredictable happens, which we know it does, then you're going to be feeling very unsafe. So have, you know, some kind of a morning routine with a bit of flexibility, and that will help you feel a lot more certain and okay throughout your day.
And I'm sure this is where boundaries also come into play, because obviously having a work life and then working from home, they can sometimes all merge into just this one long day of activities. How do we separate the two?
So it's really important to have that boundary at the beginning of your workday and at the end of your workday. So I know it is very inviting, and hands up, I do it all the time, to work on your bed in your pajamas.
Yes.
Must be nice.
Especially when you're only on a Zoom meeting from here up. But actually, it doesn't make you feel like you're at work. You know, so you really want to kind of psychologically step into work mode. So do things like have a shower, get dressed, put on a bra, ladies, and actually go to work. And then at the end of the day, pack up your laptop and know that you are done for the day, and you can enjoy that home life, whatever it is for you in your unique situation.
But can we also say that's a bit louder for our partners, because they need to also understand this. You know, we are going to work. We're not just stuck at home, you know, doing the activities, but having to find a balance between the two.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, that was for those in the back. I could tell there's some heat there. So here's the thing. Usually when you go to work, that's your place of work. So the geography, emotionally, is important, because you go away from your home and you return to de-stress. Now you're at your home. How do you de-stress when work and your de-stress areas in the same place?
So I think it's really important to carve out some kind of work area in your home. Not everybody's lucky enough to have a home office where they could literally shut the door and that's the place. So if you're working at your dining room table, for example, you know, set it up each day so that it is your workspace. Burn some essential oils that are going to be invigorating and help you feel good and set the scene. At the end of the day, when you do shut down, pack that stuff away so now it's home space again. And remember, when you are feeling stressed, one of the simplest and most accessible things that you can do is take a deep belly breath. And we often overlook the simple things, but it actually signals to our nervous system to move us from that stressed kind of fight or flight place into a rest and digest. I can cope with the world, everything's safe, I'm okay. So deep belly breath.
Already feeling so much better.
Are we still at work? Oh, yes, we are. Okay, sorry.
We are.
Yes.
And of course, as a life coach, you've seen everyone try to adjust to this new norm. Some people are still struggling. What tips do you have for people who are still trying to find, you know, productivity in this space at the end and still try to be motivated while they are at work?
So there's so many productivity hacks out there, and my favorite that I use all the time, especially if I've got a big chunk of work that I need to get through, some writing or something like that, and it's called the Pomodoro technique. And what you do is you set a timer for 25 minutes and you focus on your work for that 25 minutes. And then you spend 5 minutes taking a break. Get up, go to the toilet, have a stretch, make a cup of tea, and then come back and you do again 25 minutes. And you repeat this 4 times and then you take a longer break. And you can even Google Pomodoro technique and they've got timers set up that walk you through it. And it just helps you be so much more productive because you are focused for that short period of time versus having the whole day stretched ahead of you, and you get so easily distracted. So for productivity, I think that's a really useful one. And for motivation, check in with people throughout the day. Like I said before, we're social creatures. So make sure you're checking in with your work bestie or with your boss or whoever it is, your partner, and tell them what it is you're trying to do, so that you can tick it off and go, look, I did it. I'm feeling on top of things.
Small goals throughout the entire day. It's so important. Thanks a lot, Kirsty. You've had some pearls of wisdom, and I hope that we're going to be more efficient when working from home and a lot more belly breaths as well. So important. So finding the perfect work-from-home life balance is key to a healthy mindset and, of course, well-being. Vodacom is celebrating what the human spirit can achieve when combined with technology to connect everyone for a better future.
Now, all you have to do is visit Vodacom Home for amazing home internet deals, including super fast fiber, plug and play LTE or 5G. When your family connects, we go further together.